Let's wrap up this week's Sunday Six with a good old-fashioned rookie watch. Lots of amazing rookie performances across the league yesterday. None more impressive than that of Houston quarterback CJ Stroud. Yes, I know the Texans lost to Atlanta. Yes, I know Desmond Ridder threw for 300 and actually had the game-winning drive. But CJ Stroud just continuing to look like a franchise quarterback, continuing to look like the class of this rookie quarterback draft class, at least through 5 weeks of the season. He breaks Dak Prescott's record for rookie attempts without an interception. He has thrown 186 passes without an interception so far this season. I don't think you can say enough about what the guy's doing. I'm joined now by Mark Schlereth and Brandon Gaudin, who had the call in Atlanta. And look, guys, I want to talk about what CJ Stroud has done this season. Like I said, Desmond Ridder gets the last laugh in this game, but with a chance to put together a go-ahead drive, CJ Stroud does exactly that, leads the Texans downfield, touchdown pass to Dalton Schultz to go ahead in the game's final minutes. What did you see from him in one of the first big pressure spots of his NFL career?
I think with CJ Stroud, I mean, you're talking about a poised young football player. And you talk about being on time, anticipating throws, throwing the ball accurately, never making the same mistake twice. And then you see that last drive, put it together, they're running the football, you get the opportunity to run a little double move on the breaking route and go, and throws it perfectly for the touchdown to Schultz. I mean, that's the kind of competitiveness, that's the kind of poise you want from any quarterback. Then to think he's a rookie is just pretty amazing.
Yeah, you can say all you want about some of the conservative play calling. Bottom line is 5 games, no interceptions for CJ Stroud to start his NFL career. Pretty impressive.
I'll say it one more time for my Falcon friends at home. Atlanta gets the win. Desmond Ridder gets the last laugh, as well as hushing up some of his critics, but phenomenal performance by CJ Stroud, who just continues to impress me every week. Moving on, another rookie who it feels like we talk about every week, but deservedly so, Jaylen Carter, continuing to look like the second coming of Aaron Donald. Yeah, I said it, whatever. This guy's off to an incredible start. Defensive Rookie of the Year feels like a foregone conclusion. I know it's laughably early for that, but when you're leading the league in sacks as rookie sacks, when you have the most sacks of any rookie in the league, 3.5 through 5 weeks as a defensive tackle, it's going to be a tough case to beat. He wrecked shop against the Rams, 2 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, 2 quarterback hits, just continues to be a force. And this is the first month of his career. It was a little premature to say Aaron Donald. I'm sorry, but this is what you were expecting from a guy who most people saw as the best prospect in last year's draft class. I still can't believe the league let Philly get him all the way down at number 9 overall, but here we are. He is looking dominant. He is looking every bit of who we thought he might be. Across the line, we already mentioned Puka Nacua, again, a guy who he belongs here every week. Happened again this week, 7 for 71 yards and just the prettiest touchdown at the end of the first half. Matthew Stafford and Puka Nacua continue to make beautiful music. It's exciting that even with Cooper Kupp back in the lineup, they still found plenty of use for Puka. I don't think that's going to change. 6 catches, 57 yards and a touchdown. I think the competition is going to be a little bit stiffer for Offensive Rookie of the Year, but a big, big day for Puka Nacua, who so that doesn't put him over 600 yards for the year. Oh, shucks. He's only at 560 through 5 games. Awfully impressive. Speaking of guys who are going to contend for Offensive Rookie of the Year, do you realize De'Von Achane was inactive for the season opener against the Chargers? From not dressing on game day to what he's doing now, hovering around 500 rushing yards for the year. Achane only needed 11 carries to do it against the New York Giants. 151 yards and a touchdown. 3rd straight 100-yard performance. Obviously, he had 200 against Denver a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I mean, sickos like me who really follow the draft, who watch too much college football, we know what Achane was coming out of Texas A&M, but to go from not dressing for the opener to where he is now, incredibly impressive. pairing up with Raheem Mostert. I think the Dolphins running game is low key more terrifying than their passing game. And that says a lot when you consider who Tua Tagovailoa is throwing to. Between Achane and Puka Nacua, two guys that came absolutely out of nowhere. And I don't think it's a stretch to say they are two faces of this 2023 season. Awesome, awesome stuff. I want to keep it with the running backs. I want to shout out TaiJ Spears. I said a little while ago, Tennessee Titans, I think it's fair to say they're one of the more forgettable teams in the NFL this season. But I do want to shout out a really nice performance from another rookie, the running back out of Tulane, Titans drafted this past spring. His first big day. I mean, he's been a contributor in this offense, but definitely his best day of the season so far. 7 carries for 34 yards and a really nifty touchdown. Adds another 4 catches for 35 yards. Nice little 69-yard day, and he gets into the end zone. We're giving everybody some shine here. It's not just the big obvious names. I see you, TaiJ Spears, right out of Tulane University in New Orleans, Louisiana. Let's move on with a real storybook performance. Joey Porter Jr. gets his first career interception. What better way? Take you back to the draft. Joey Porter Jr., widely thought of as a first-round pick. He slips to the top of the second. Oh, but fate intervened. He winds up a Pittsburgh Steeler. His dad, Joey Porter, a legendary Steeler. He winds up with his dad's team, and he gets his first career interception against Lamar Jackson in a division upset win. Yes, highly deserving of a shout out, Joey Porter Jr. We love to see it. Took a couple weeks to get your name on the board, but hey, doing it in style, picking off the MVP Lamar Jackson, a frustrating day for the Ravens, a really exciting day for Joey and his family and the Steelers. Let's wrap it up. Sam LaPorta Jr., another name we should all be getting really familiar with. Lions making easy work of the Carolina Panthers. Sam LaPorta, 3 catches, 47 yards, and oh, by the way, 2 of them go for touchdowns. They both happen in the first half, which just kind of turns this into a laugher. LaPorta's second touchdown makes it a 28-7 game, and Carolina never really came close after that. I've been on the record saying this. You don't see rookie tight ends drafted outside the top 10 or 15 make this kind of impact. You know, maybe your Kyle Pitts had 1,100 yards as a rookie. He's a top 5 pick. Thinking back, TJ Hawkinson, also with the Lions, another guy who got off to a great start, another big pick. Sam LaPorta drafted in the 2nd round. The differences between college and pro are so stark. You just don't see guys hit the ground running like this. And damn if Sam LaPorta is not one of the most trusted options in that Lions offense. As I said, making differences week after week, a guy that Jared Goff looks to on 3rd down, a guy that Jared Goff looks to in the red zone. For him to be doing it as a 2nd round pick this quickly and this seamlessly, I know Iowa's tight end as still a whole nother level of impressive. Sam LaPorta Jr., definitely one of the coolest stories of the season so far. Definitely worth a mention. That wraps this thing up for a busy week 5 Sunday.